I do not know what to think of this. This is wild. Edina, Minnesota. The Edina Police Department are trying to find somebody, Douglas Blank, we won't say his last name, who created a fake passport and attempted a fraudulent wire transfer of $28,500. It was stopped. It was stymied. But they're trying to track the guy. So they went to a judge and said, Your Honor, if you give us a warrant, we can go to Google and say, give us the name of everybody in Edina who searched for Douglas Blank between December 1st, 2016 and January 7th, more than a month, and we could catch this guy because if they search for him, they must know him. The judge, Gary Larson, aptly named, not the cartoonist, of Hennepin County, said, yeah, approved a search warrant that looks into any or all user or subscriber information of anyone in the town of Edina who looked up the name. The investigator then filed the warrant with Google's custodian of records. The warrant says, I want not only the day and time of the search, but I want the name, the address, the telephone number, the date of birth, the social security number, the email address, payment information, account information, IP addresses, and MAC addresses of the person who completed the search.
This is insane.
This is insane.
This is going to be challenged, and
Google would not let this fly. It's way too broad. I mean, tens of thousands of people are affected by this. They're going to have their search history snooped into to see if they search for this guy. Then on top of that, all their other information like MAC addresses and everything you just listed. I mean, it's just it's so broad. There's no way it's going to fly, and they'll appeal it and it'll be fine. But that's just insane. The judge even considered it.
It's not, and they didn't even bother to make it be child pornography or terrorism. It's some guy who attempted wire fraud.
Oh, and that too. And that's another thing. It's not like, oh God, yeah, it's not like a serious, terrorism crime or something like that. Or oh God,
how about the police do some police work?
How's that of acceptability?
Yeah, yeah, maybe some police work.
Okay, so what they're trying to do is say, in this false passport, the guy used this image.
Right.
We know he was in Edina. If we can find out who searched for the results that come up with that image, then we'll be able to pinpoint the guy. Do I have that right?
Yes.
That makes perfectly reasonable sense, right? From that perspective.
Yes, but you have to look at everybody's search records.
And the idea is like you'd have to be signed into Google. First of all, you're searching yourself or your fake name. Then you have to be signed into Google. Right?
You're just searching.
Or you're signing your fake.
But you'd be signed in.
No, I don't even think you have to be signed in. They're just looking for IP addresses, right? And then if you're signed in, they can get more. I see the logic of asking for this, right? Which is like, probably only one person in Edina looked for this image.
This is the problem, though. This is what happens with police departments. And God bless them. They're trying to solve crimes. They know, if I could just get into this phone or I could just get those search results, I would have the guy. I know I would. That's all I need. And I guess it really isn't their job to say, but that would be unconstitutional or that would be overly broad. They should ask for it. It's the judge who should say, guys, you can't do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what the judge is there for. So who's
this? Get it together, guys.
Get it together. Of course they want that. I understand why.
Yeah. And I feel like there ought to be a way for them to get what they want without having to compromise every single person's privacy.
The whole town.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you can't blame them for saying, if I could only get into that chest, there's a pot of gold in there. And it's up to the courts to say, well, yeah, that's true, but you can't.
I know the legal system doesn't work this way, but it would be nice if you could say, Google, tell us how many searches for this happened from Edina on this day. And if it turned out to be one, then a judge could say, all right, that's a pretty good likelihood that that's your guy. Hand over the information for that one search. If it's 50 who searched, then you've got a different matter. But just this wide net of just give us all the data and we'll work through it.
We want everybody who searched. Yeah, everybody. Just give us everybody.
Give me all the things. Just give it all to me.
I don't blame them for asking. I blame the judge for giving it to him.
I blame them for asking.
Really?
Yeah. It's stupid.
Steve's the Dark Knight. I mean, look where he's at.
Yeah.